बट आई थिंक जो challenges होते हैं ये स्पीड ब्रेकर होते हैं जो आपकी गाड़ी को थोड़ा सा कंट्रोल कर लेते हैं. Whenever you put why in everything now, I think that's the biggest one. You don't need to do MBA from any of the university. Life is a university. Just put why on it.
Hi everyone, welcome to our channel Fintoo. I am Nidhi and today's video is a very special video as we have two very special people from Fintoo family. So basically we have our founders of Fintoo with us today. So Mr. Manish Hingar, he is a chartered accountant and founder of Fintoo. He is also carrying 20 years of experience in the personal finance industry. Along with him, we also have very lively Mrs. Anu Khanchandani, and she carries with her around 25 years of experience, and she is a co-founder of Fintoo as well. So welcome sir and ma'am. Thank you.
Thanks Nidhi, thank you so much.
So to start with this video, so basically in this video we'll tell our audience about your journey, you know, what are the challenges that you faced, how you overcame them, and also some of the messages or some learnings for all the people who are watching this video. So all these things we'll be discussing in the video. But to start, I guess the first thing that I would like to ask you is, it's been almost 20 years for you to be in this personal finance industry. So how was your experience, how you started, and also the main thing, how Fintoo happened?
Okay, good question. And to summarize 20 years in some 10 or 15 minutes is a bit difficult, but I can say past is always a learning, present which makes you happy, and future makes your heads always up, something like that. Past journey हमेशा अच्छी होती है, and challenges I think मैं देखता हूँ लाइफ में challenges ना, it's like not a road blocker, but it's like some of the what I can say, आपकी लाइफ की गाड़ी whenever you start anything, चलो इसको ऐसे लेते हैं. Fintoo, earlier it was financial hospital. Started this journey with purely entrepreneur journey sort of, which I started in this. And speed breakers, the best way. When you are young और जब आप बहुत fast mode में जाते हैं, आपको हर चीज़ अच्छी दिखती है. Wherever you say, हर जगह आपको हर जगह positive दिखेगा, बहुत अच्छा दिखेगा. But I think जो challenges होते हैं ये speed breaker होते हैं, जो आपकी गाड़ी को थोड़ा सा control कर लेते हैं. If you go straight in a line, definitely it is not right for you. Might be possible in कहीं ना कहीं unbalance होंगे और गाड़ी will roll out something. So I think it's good. Past experience बहुत अच्छा रहा. Focus थोड़ा सही निकला और some hard work and definitely something on luck you can say. Favor किया, अच्छे बच्चे मिले, अच्छी बड़ी टीम मिली, and today we are sitting with 150 odd people all together. Learning अच्छी है. And definitely you always take lessons from past only. Don't repeat what you did in past, because in future challenges are new, market are new, so you have to keep change yourself in new circumstances, new environment. So वो अगर change नहीं होगा और if you whatever success जो तुमको past में मिली है, if you just follow the same, I think that's again a problem. So we should not.
Right. Sir, also like when you started with this, it was financial advisory, wealth management. This is how it started. But like now we are talking about fintech. Fintoo is a fintech company. So what made you think that now the times are changing, and now we should also add technology into wealth advisory? So what was that turning point? You made that decision, and this the entire Fintoo came into the picture.
So Nidhi, I correlate with my first answer only. Past आपको हमेशा lesson देगा, but उसके basis पे तुम future create नहीं कर सकते. So if I am talking about 2004 time, market adoptness बिल्कुल नहीं थी. People are talking about life insurance, LIC, predominantly the biggest market player. And जहाँ भी आप अगर आपका product लेके जाओ और कुछ भी advisory दो, people will say how much passback you will give me. Right. Market बहुत different था वो. जहाँ पे public को ये समझाना है कि I am giving you some advice. And people were laughing at you कि नहीं यार advice तो क्या ठीक है, मेरे को कोई भी दे देगा. I just need तुम मेरे को passback कितना दोगे, be it in mutual fund, be it in any of the investment product. So I think financial advisory is not a big thing. And now technology ने क्या change किया है? Past अगर हम entrepreneurship journey पहले की बात करेंगे, you need to start any entrepreneurship journey. What do you need? I think you need some amount of money to start with. Today, the circumstances, you don't need money, you need just a good technology along with you. So, I am grateful and I am lucky to got this in 2015. So I think आज अगर कोई भी अपनी entrepreneurship journey start कर रहा है, I think he should have a vision to be deep into technology, because technology चाहे आज छोटी कंपनी क्यों नहीं हो, चाहे वो 3 और 4 people की हो, जहाँ पे उनको एक अकाउंटेंट चाहिए होता है, I think साथ में उनको एक टेक्नोलॉजी पर्सन चाहिए. तो टेक्नोलॉजी आपको एक स्प्रेड देती है, टेक्नोलॉजी आपको एक बड़ा सोचने, बड़ा विजन को एग्जीक्यूट करने में बहुत हेल्प करती है. वेयर अर्लियर हम बहुत जगह सोचते थे ना कि ब्रांचेस ओपन हो रही है, फ्रेंचाइज ओपन हो रही है. इन टुडेज टाइम यू डोंट नीड टू डू इट. इफ यू हैव अ गुड टेक्नोलॉजी, इफ यू हैव अ गुड प्लेटफॉर्म, आई थिंक इट्स मोर देन एनफ.
Correct, yes. So let's yes, we are so like that we are talking about fintech, and you rightly mentioned that in 2015, Anu ma'am also became a part of Fintoo here. So ma'am, from you, we would like to understand that your journey, has been like a roller coaster, and a lot of things you have experienced. So you started your career, from IT background as a software engineer, and now into an entrepreneurship role. So, can you just walk us through your entire journey? The audience who is listening to you, they'll also get inspired, how they can also take it forward.
So, I started my professional journey in 1997. Like you said correctly, I started off as a software engineer. And all software engineers have one aspiration. There is one common aspiration that all software engineers carry, ki when will I go to the US? So, and especially in those times,
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
yeah, I'm not talking about dinosaur times, but yeah, those times. So, when I started in 1997, of course, I joined Sintel India, where I learned a lot, many things. Although it was the time of the year 2000, so a lot of changes were happening during that time. So the dependence on IT people to ensure the smooth transition from 1999 to 2000, because there was a lot of data that contained 1999. I won't go into the technicalities. I wouldn't say that I learned so much technically during those years, but starting with working with an MNC like Sintel somewhere taught me a lot, many things which made me prepared for the outside world, especially for my aspiration where I wanted to go abroad and I wanted to work. So after 2000, I went to the US, and I had other experiences there, because there are personal experiences associated with the professional experiences that come. The fact that that was my very first flight, I sat in a flight, the first time that I sat in a flight, it was from Mumbai to Atlanta. So that was a personal challenge for me, where I left my parents behind, where I was mollycoddled at home. But I was forced into this world where, finally I had to go out there and prove myself all alone, without the support of anyone. So I would say those personal and professional challenges which came when I went abroad, I think those are the years when I look back, और जब ये आप देख के बोलते हो ना, that changed me. So I guess कि वो जो flight मैंने अकेली ली पहली बार from Mumbai to Atlanta, that is what changed me. So वहाँ पे एक बहुत growth हुई, because अकेले आप चले जाते हो तो बहुत challenges face करने पड़ते हैं. And thereafter, of course, हुआ ये कि I mean, I had to come back to India, because I found, my husband was over here, so I had to get married. So I just left everything, and I just came back to India because of him. And as soon as I came back to India, we went to Singapore. So Singapore I worked in Reuters Asia over there. After just 1 week, I got married, and after 1 week, I got a job. So things were pretty hectic, and I just kept running along the way. I couldn't say no कि यार एक हफ्ते में क्यों job मिल रही है, because there are people who are looking for jobs.
Yeah, right.
They get a job and they feel happy, and I was like एक ही हफ्ते में मिल गई यार, थोड़ा तो time दे देते. So I worked in Singapore. वहाँ पे भी बहुत अच्छे experiences हुए, having worked with a completely different culture. So वहाँ पे cultural experience बहुत अच्छा रहा. And where entrepreneurship is concerned, I would say my journey has been from an engineer to being an entrepreneur. I was pushed into entrepreneurship because I wanted to be at home with my daughter. So that is how I knew that IT is a field where if I don't keep running along with the times, I'll be left behind. But because I had to balance both being with my daughter and being with IT, which was my passion, I took up entrepreneurship, I took up projects, I worked with a team of remote programmers, and I worked with people, with clients abroad whom I had never met. So there were projects that I did in that way. It was a learning on its own again, because I found my path over there. Somewhere I had to find a path, because I wanted to manage everything. It's like I read a book which said, can I have it all? So I just wanted to have it all. I wanted to have this, I wanted to have that. So that was a journey till I came into Fintoo in 2015, and the rest is history, of course, because he had a vision, I had the technology, and somewhere, he wanted to bring that vision into technology, like he just said. And I don't know where I started from in Fintoo. I just came and I was told that, we want to enable this digitally. That is how the journey started, and like I said, the rest is history.
Yes, so that's very inspiring, and also people who are listening also to this, there have been little some phases in your entire journey, and maybe you took a decision not thinking that it will go up to this level, or maybe this will end up like this. But I think whatever a few things that you took decision, if you are very confident about that, it leads you to a good path in itself.
Confidence is one thing.
Yes.
The second thing is, I just firmly believe in one thing, that never look back and regret at anything that you may have done.
Right.
Because when I look back, after reaching a certain age and when you attain that maturity, somewhere you feel that there is somebody up there who is holding your hand and guiding you along the way. So you believe that today, wherever he is taking you, is probably destined to be like that. So never look back and regret, that did I do this right or did I do this wrong?
Right. I strongly agree to this point, because yes, sometimes you feel that what is happening is not right, but later on you realize that it was the best thing that happened. Yes, it is that. So for the youth, who are like in a career, like you, how you started, like a software engineer, or anybody in the initial phase of their career, and they are looking out for, what will be my path, where do I see myself 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, and how took it. So what could be the one piece of advice that they should have in mind in order to just be through the entire journey, whether there could be certain ups, there could be certain downs, but this is something, one thing that they should keep in mind, which will let them, go through the entire journey.
So according to me, the one thing that, a person should always carry with him or her is a learning. So I believe that, at any age that you may be, if you don't learn along the way, learn not just with respect to your profession, learn from your experiences, learn from your profession, learn from the people around you, whether they are people who are reporting to you or you are reporting to them. Every person gives you some kind of a learning. So I think that one thing that I feel is learn along the way. And like he always says, he always says, and I have really embedded it, that there is a time when you have to unlearn and you have to relearn also.
Exactly.
So that is, the learning along the way with its unlearning and relearning is something that I would see.
Definitely, learning will be the key here, and yes, I think you will also agree to this. Learn.
Yeah, Nidhi, but अगर एक स्टेटमेंट में अगर यूथ को इन जनरिक बोलूँ ना, तो यूथ को एक चीज़ हमेशा समझनी चाहिए, वो लर्निंग हर एक इंसान में, और इट्स नॉट अबाउट यूथ, इट्स अबाउट इन योर एंटायर लाइफ. Whenever you put why in everything ना, I think that's the biggest moment. अपने माइंड को ऐसा ट्रेन करो कि wherever you are getting something, always put why on that. So once you put why, तो तुम उसके अंदर थोड़ा घुसते हो, तुम उसको इन्वेस्टिगेट करते हो, तुम उसके अंदर मोर लर्निंग लेते हो. I think वो बहुत जरूरी है. Don't accept anything कि अच्छा ये ऐसे आ रही तो take it like that. Always put why into. So whenever you put why, एक छोटा सा ऐड भी अगर तुम फॉर एन एग्जांपल न्यूज़पेपर में देखते हो ना, सो ऐड के आगे पहले why लगाओ, और कोई भी अगर न्यूज़ देखते हो, be it on any social media channel or anything, once you put why on it, तुम उसको थोड़ा इन्वेस्टिगेट करते हो, तुम उसके अंदर मोर इन्फॉर्मेशन निकालते हो, तो आप आपके माइंड को ट्रेन कर रहे हो, आप आपके माइंड को ट्रेन कर रहे हो कि वो 10 इन्फॉर्मेशन दूसरी निकाले, देन यू कम विथ योर ओपिनियन. दैट्स मैटर्स. आई थिंक यूथ को वो समझना चाहिए, बी इट इन टर्म्स ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, बी इन टर्म्स ऑफ देयर जॉब में भी आपको बहुत मिलेंगे. व्हाई माय बॉस इज डूइंग दिस, मेरे बॉस ने ये डिसीजन क्यों लिया, रादर देन जस्ट टेकिंग कि वो डिसीजन सही है, गलत है, पॉजिटिव, नेगेटिव, क्रिटिसाइज करना है, कुछ अप्रेज करना, दैट्स डिफरेंट पार्ट. व्हाई ही इज टेकिंग दिस डिसीजन. सो यू विल सी पूरी लाइफ आपको ना यूनिवर्सिटी दिखेगी. You don't need to do MBA from any of the university. Life is a university. Just put why on it. Automatically you will get lots of answers. And accordingly, make your opinion, make your statement. That's the bold thing.
I think it's a very different perspective of looking at things, that find out, you know, the why behind everything, and you'll definitely, you know, get the answer why it is happening. That's really nice. And also, we'll continue with this conversation, and to everyone who's watching this video, I just want to say that, you know, now that we know we're talking about fintech and we have fin and tech together on the couch here. So stay tuned to know the secret recipe of entrepreneurship and Fintoo journey ahead.